The Thunder, no doubt, one of the NBA's best-dressed squads. Coming down, a look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul, and it's Dort in at the small forward position. Gallinari passes to Paul. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Pass to Dort. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Thunder with the possession here. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. On offense, here are the Magic. A drive by Vucevic. Gordon kicks to Fournier. He dishes it to Vucevic. The pass to Gordon. Isaac outside. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Gordon missing.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Dort misses.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Now Isaac. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Now, here is Gallinari. And the wide-open shot from Paul sinks the triple. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch of Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Paul passes to Adams. Back to Paul. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Now here's Isaac. No points in the game yet for him. Vucevic against Adams. And it's Vucevic missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count that one.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Gordon kicks to Isaac. Back to Gordon. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Down low, back to Isaac. Passes to Fultz. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. Vucevic finds Isaac. Vucevic, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Outside Fournier. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Thunder out in front, leading by 3. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Half of the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Terrence Ross. Bamba is out there with Ennis. Then it's Carter Williams. And it's Augustine in at the point guard position. The Thunder with the lead. Diallo with it. Pass to Ferguson. Fires the three. Diallo, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
Here's Noel. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Carter Williams dishes to Ross. And it's Orlando with another. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Schroeder against Augustine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen.
All free throws good from Noel. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's intercepted. Muscala hits the bucket.
And Ferguson is long and quick. That time gets the steal and helps his guys get out there on the break.
Ross kicks to Carter Williams. Pass to Ennis. And there's the feed to Bamba. The second chance effort. And the dunk by Bamba.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
Schroeder finds Noel. Bamba with the block. And he's able to get it back. To the right side. Clock at 6. Here's Muscala. Here's Noel. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Gordon inside. He's guarded by Schroeder. Augustine passes to Bamba. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. The Thunder leading by 6. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. The shot that time not on target. Here's Augustine. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out to the right wing. Ferguson kicks to Muscala. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. There's the three. Ross grabs the board. The Magic trail by 4. And there's the pass to Gordon. Here's Fournier. Augustine passes to Fournier. Inside. Got a piece of it. In the corner. Bamba with it. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Thunder with some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Alinari comes in for Mike Muscala. And it's Paul in for Dennis Schroeder. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Adams' shot is good.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
To the paint. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Gordon.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Out to Gallinari. For the three. Offensive rebound. Adams. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
Isaac passes to Gordon. 24 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the inside. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Fultz.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And they pick up 2. And it's 8 points for Aaron Gordon.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thunder lead by... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Right out of the gates, it was Oklahoma City setting the tone. Amped up and ready off. And that'll about...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Paul passes to Dort. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Back to Vucevic. It's stolen by Adams. To the middle. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Diallo, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. James Ennis, he'll check in for Orlando. Carter Williams comes in for Fultz. Paul for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots over Carter Williams. The shot by Paul, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gordon, the pass to Ennis. Here's Vucevic. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Ross comes in for Isaac. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. The Thunder pull it in. Noel's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Diallo. And he overshot that one, missing. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Vucevic to the pass to Ross. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Ross has got the lead up to 2 now for the Magic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Diallo the pass to Noel. A minute 42 left to play in the third. It's tipped. Now here's Vucevic. 8 points for him. Kicks it to Carter Williams. Passes it to Ross. There's the dish to Bamba. To the wing on the left. He can't get that one to fall. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Stolen by Bamba. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And you have to reward the big man there. Vucevic, nice job of filling the lane in transition for the finish.
Thunder trailing by 4. Oh!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Just his first attempt. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. And the Magic lead by 4.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Gallinari. Kicks it out to Schroeder. To the wing right side. Down low. Poke loose. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. Outside for Carter Williams. Back to Ross. Here's Carter Williams. The third quarter comes to a close. Orlando out in front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 12-4 run. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Magic leading by 4. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. B.J. Augustine out there with Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Gordon. And it's Fournier in at the 3 spot. Gordon against Adams. Back to Fournier. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Vucevic checked in for Augustine. Just 4 to shoot. Fultz finds Vucevic. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Paul passes to Noel. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 4-point game. He feeds it to Vucevic. And foul on the shot. So, and folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Isaac against Noel. Pass to Fournier. Over in the corner, Fultz. Inside, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. He kicks it to Adams. Back to Paul. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Orlando leading by 4. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Fultz looking around. Outside Fournier. 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Gordon. That one misses. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Drive by Adams. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He gets really smooth sometimes. Gilgeous-Alexander has some size, and he challenged the defense with it that time.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Alinari, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Here's Gordon. Feeds it to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Over Paul. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Ross is checked in for Orlando. Free throw drops for Vucevic. Thunder trailing by 7. Here's Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Isaac outside. Pass to Gordon. Kicks to Vucevic. Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Ross finds Isaac. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Adams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 6.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Ross has got the lead up to 8 now for Orlando.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Paul passes to Adams. Kicks it out to Paul. Gallinari on the wing. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The pass to Paul. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Ross for 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
So realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss? Gilgeous-Alexander going to celebrate that one.
Vucevic, and it's Orlando with another.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
To the inside. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and A spectacular sight as we approach our... And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now here's Fultz. Here's Gordon. And it's Biyombo with the rebound.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Fournier passes to Vucevic. Bridges with the steal. A finish. And the dunk by Graham.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Isaac passes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Gordon kicks to Fultz. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bridges passes to Biyombo, and he gets it to go.
And Biyombo is highly effective down low. Knows where to post up in the paint.
To the paint, here's Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Fultz kicks to Vucevic, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
You know, the mid-range game, guys, is really one of Nikola Vucevic's strong suits. I mean, you've got to play him honest if you're a defender.
Now, here's Rozier. Inside, and stolen by Fournier. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Biyombo kicks to Graham. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
And few players in our league have the range of Devontae Graham, and that's saying something.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, you think of Steph, obviously, then you think of Dame, Lillard. But Graham, you know, he can stretch you out just as far as those guys can, and he does it with the same ease. So you look at his year last year, it really was one of the few bright spots for the Hornets.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Gordon. Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Now here's Graham. A nice shot by Zeller. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Hornets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Here is Augustine. Following the bucket by the Hornets, and Vucevic throws it down.
You know, that kind of unselfishness, guys, from Augustine is really infectious, especially when it's coming from your point guard.
And Batum kicks to Graham. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Zeller passes to Graham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for the Magic. Pass to Vucevic. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Bacon the pass to Graham. The three-pointer off the mark. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Bamba. It's good. The assist that time for Menace.
When you look at Bamba, he has extraordinary length. And because of that, he's able to finish over most defenders.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Now here's Ennis. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now Ross. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks it loose. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Zeller. Lays it up off the glass. Zeller's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
And it's Vucevic missing. Outside Batum. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Isaac in at the 3. A nice shot by Zeller. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Bamba dishes to Ross. Carter Williams, the pass to Bamba. Isaac outside. Now the pass to Carter Williams. 6 on the shot clock. And the Magic can hold on to the ball. Orlando making some changes. Fournier's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Fultz comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. The Hornets also with a sub. Biyombo's checked in. Back to Rozier. Feeds it to Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Boy, about as easy an assist as you could have that time for Rozier.
The Magic trail by 10. You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, isn't it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Pass to Bacon. Here's Bridges. Basket good. Bridges has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Hornets.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
And Zeller kicks to Biyombo. Pass to Rozier. Out to the right wing. Zeller against Fultz. Biombo trying to break free. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. Augustine passes to Fultz. Looking for Fournier and gets it there. And that one, good.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
Here's Rozier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Augustine.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Biombo. And Zeller gets to Rozier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Magic moving the ball around. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Offensive rebound. Back to Fultz. Second chance shot. Gordon finds Fultz. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots over Bridges, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Graham, the pass to one. Oh, what a play! Woo!
Boy, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
Ross dishes to Vucevic. Outside for Carter Williams. Ross for three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Kenny, at a bit of a crossroads are the Charlotte Hornets. They've had some talent over the years, but
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Rozier's out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Bridges. And it's Washington in at the four-man position.
Hey, when Biyombo's deep inside, it's fun to watch because you know this guy is going to finish with a flush.
And Clark, he's proving to be one of the more explosive players in the league. Scary Terry.
He has the build of a boxer, Greg, in some ways. Great muscle definition, really quick in all aspects. You notice nobody really ever messes with this guy. He's quiet, and those guys often are the scariest because you know they're tough when they don't say much. And his style of play is pretty much fear-striking as well.
Hornets leading by 10. Graham, the pass to Rozier. Graham kicks to Washington. Over Gordon. It's rebounded by Fultz. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And that's just an example and display of strength from Vucevic. I mean, just overpowering whoever's in his path.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that three-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Greg? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range, but I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many. Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer now. He loves throwing it down.
Washington with it. He's got 8. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Deflects the pass. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Isaac. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Fultz gets it to go.
Much respect to Fultz for his attitude. Even when he gets bumped around, he stays with it. Superb body control.
Washington passes to Graham. Outside for Batum. It's good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Boy, that's big-time concentration from Batum. Able to battle his way through contact and still get the finish.
Vucevic trying to get open. And it's Gordon missing. The Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. It's tipped. Ross with the steal. Batum with the steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. And the dunk by Graham.
A reliable defender who uses his length well. Batum is a guy you got to be careful around. You got to be mindful of his presence.
Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Ross on the wing, covered by Biyombo, and the shot goes down.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Graham, the pass to Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 5 assists in the game. Fultz kicks to Gordon. Back to Fultz. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, the speed of Fultz, you love that. Excellent at getting to the rim and drawing the foul.
Orlando making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Ennis comes in for Terrence Ross. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Evan Fournier. Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Terry Rozier. Graham, the pass to Batum. Graham surveying the floor. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Magic. 7-point differential. Carter-Williams kicks to Fultz. The dish to Vucevic. Pass to Carter-Williams. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bamba. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Vucevic finds Bamba. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Charlotte heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Ennis out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Bamba, and it's Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Bridges misses. The Magic trail by 7. Carter-Williams with the bucket. Carter-Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Magic. And he's going up for the alley-oop, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. The pass to Zeller. Now here's Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Graham. Carter Williams against Bridges. Graham with the bucket. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Graham. And he banks in the layup. And the Hornets lead by 11.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Ennis kicks to Carter Williams. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Vucevic finds Gordon. Now Isaac. Here's Vucevic, covered by Biyombo. Vucevic to the pass to Isaac. 6 to shoot. Up top, Fultz. Over Rozier. No good off the back of the rim. Hornets leading by 11. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Fultz. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac passes to Gordon. Ross kicks to Vucevic. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. Isaac against Graham. And it's Vucevic missing.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the Hornets miss again. The Magic trail by 11. Outside Gordon. He kicks to Ross. He feeds it to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Rozier the pass to Graham. The kick out to Rozier. Passes it to Graham. And here is Bridges, defended by Gordon. Bridges dishes to Zeller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Well, that's a case where the defense was working hard to shut Zeller down, but he just kind of powered through to draw the foul.
And so Zeller nails both of them. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
And, Isaac is a high percentage shooter. Takes good shots and makes a good percentage of them. And he's very skilled at getting position to throw it down on you.
Graham, the pass to Biyombo. And the dunk by Zeller.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Ross for 3. Zeller grabs the board. Here's the Hornets with the ball, and so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. Graham kicks to Rozier. Back to Graham. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent, but And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Hornets, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Paul outside. To the middle. Here's Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness simply off the charts.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. Here's Washington, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
Paul finds Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Graham, the pass to Washington. Good.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, he uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Thunder. 4-point game.
And making an immediate impact in this league. Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
Adams, the pass to Dort. Adams against Bridges. Adams' shot is off.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
The kick out to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Some solid D from Paul.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
And Gallinari throws it down.
And using his underrated athleticism, Gallinari can do damage above the rim.
Rozier against Paul. Rozier, the pass to Washington. Dishes it to Graham. Back to Washington. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Hornets pull it in. Rozier looking around. Passes it to Graham. Now, here's Biyombo. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 4.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Paul gets it to go in.
So crafty inside. I mean, Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
Out left to the wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Graham, the pass to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Paul from deep three-point land. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And finished off by Graham.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Adams. Fast break now for Charlotte. Finished off the break. Graham's got his 2nd bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Schroeder against Graham. To the paint, Noel. And Noel throws it down.
such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
And Muscala kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander to the left side wing. Schroeder finds Noel. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock is at 3. Ferguson misses. Here's Bacon. There's the pass to Graham. Here's Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Man, they built them.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Hornets on top, leading by 10. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Noel Diallo out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Mike Muscala, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot. Zeller passes to Bridges. Back to Zeller. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
A nice shot by Zeller.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Thunder trailing by 10. Schroeder passes to Diallo. Down low and stolen by Zeller. Batum scanning the floor. And Batum throws it down.
He's skilled at reading defense. I mean, Batum letting things come naturally and pouncing on scoring opportunity.
To the inside. Bridges with the steal. Batum with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Zeller passes to Bacon. Here's Bridges. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Thunder trailing by 14.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Washington comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Green. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to Washington. Back to Rozier. Kicks it to Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open teammate.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. Chalk up 2 there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside, Batum. Back to Rozier. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Washington missing.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Charlotte leading by 17. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Gallinari left side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams' shot is off. Fast break now for Charlotte. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 19. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are dominating the... Thanks for joining.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Paul. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Miles Bridges. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the 2. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Adams trying to free himself up. Paul's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Now, here's Bridges. D right on him. 5 on the clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Graham gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Thunder trailing by 20. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first bucket in this one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, Washington, 8 points for him. Graham kicks to Washington. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. The Thunder shooting the ball at 42%. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Schroeder outside. Pass to Gallinari. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Gallinari's got 5 now.
Off the catch, nice balance, nice rhythm. Gallinari with a good-looking shot.
Adams against Graham. Passes it to Washington. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game.
Well, that's the competitive spirit you love to see. Rozier didn't hesitate to answer the opposition.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
What an inventive play from Rozier. Able to find holes the defense doesn't even know are there.
Thunder trailing by 20. And the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rozier the pass to Graham. Inside, here's Zeller. Back to Graham. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges shot, good.
Well, I love how quick Bridges makes decisions, including when he should look to shoot as soon as he catches it.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That's his first foul. Bacon, he's checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Devontae Graham. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. Mike Muscala comes in for Gallinari. And Diallo subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder kicks to Muscala. Schroeder passes to Diallo. Here's Noel. 11 feet away. Tries again. Zeller grabs the board. Hornets leading by 21.
Get there.
And here is Washington. He's got 8. Pass to Rozier. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Muscala. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Charlotte turns it over again.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So it's the Thunder now. Paul surveying the floor. Over to the left wing. 1 second left. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Hornets lead by 19. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Thunder 5 right now. Muscala is out there with Noel. And it's Chris Paul, and it's Diallo in at the 2 spot. Paul outside. To the paint. Here's Noel. Biombo with the block.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Batum attacking, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
He's going to finish his career way up there on the all-time steal list. That's one thing I know about CP3.
Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And stolen by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bacon gets the bucket.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when your teammates out in front, get them to rock.
To the middle. Diallo the pass to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Now, here's Rozier. Pass to Bacon. Zeller with it. 4 on the clock. Rozier the pass to Biyombo. Basket counts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Dort passes to Paul. Out to the wing. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Combo dishes to Batum. Now here's Biyombo. He's covered by Muscala. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Charlotte making some changes. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Dwayne Bacon. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Then for the Thunder, Alinari, he's checked in for Mike Muscala. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Diallo. The Thunder with another miss. Hornets leading by 22. Throws it up high. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan. Flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in, and a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Adams checked in. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. To the left wing. Rozier against Paul. Graham, the pass to Bridges. Off target with his 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. And Dort gets it to go.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Charlotte.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Miles Bridges.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them. And you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Passes it to Dort. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Charlotte moving it around. It's Martin on the wing. In the corner, it's Martin. Martin, the pass to Martin. And here is Monk. Let's go. And the Hornets miss again. The shot by Nader, no good. Here's Martin. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most... And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come up. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Dort in its small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Clock at 6. Fournier finds Fultz. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Gallinari, 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, some contact there on the shot, but Danilo Gallinari, much improved upper body strength, maintains his focus. Nicely done.
Gallinari against Gordon. Over to the wing. Fultz, the pass to Gordon. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Gallinari outside. Back to Adams. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Fultz against Paul. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Fournier. Another shot. And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And so here is Oklahoma City trailing by 2. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
What a pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's capable as a scorer, but finds his teammate there.
Here's Isaac. Gordon trying to break loose. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Dort. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Magic. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac goes in. Here's Vucevic. Drains it from 9 feet away.
You love the decisiveness with which Vucevic is making these decisions. He's got the green light to shoot it on the catch.
Adams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Paul. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Ferguson, the pass to Paul. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Magic leading by 4. Here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Gordon's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel passes to Adams. And up the court come the Magic on the break. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Ross, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Then for the Thunder, Mike Muscala is checked in for Adams. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Diallo. Now Schroeder. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get it again. There's the pass to Ennis. And here is Carter Williams. Back to Ennis. Dishes to Vucevic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's the Orlando Magic holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Ferguson out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Noel. And it's Diallo in at the shooting guard.
Don't you love how Noel just sticks with it, never gives up on the possession, working really hard for his guys.
Now here's Ross. He's guarded by Diallo. Here's Vucevic. Ross trying to break loose. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
To the wing on the left. To the inside. Here's Noel. And the layup is good. Noel's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Ennis dishes to Bamba. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Bamba's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Magic. And it's denied.
Boy, his vertical makes Terrence Ross an A+ shot blocker for his size. This guy, his main duty's on the perimeter, but he'll get his share of blocks.
And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Gallinari, he's checked in for Terrence Ferguson. Here's Vucevic. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, a legit threat to finish it with authority.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Gallinari. Shoots. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Indoors, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line. My goodness, the vertical of Terrence Ross is special.
Passes to Diallo. And Noel kicks to Muscala. Stolen by Bamba. Jumps up, and it's blocked. The dish to Fultz. Pass to Ennis. And Ennis slams it in.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Diallo, the pass to Gallinari. And here is Muscala. Covered by Bamba. And Muscala kicks to Gallinari. Oklahoma City moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Diallo, the pass to Muscala. Shoots over Bamba. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Ennis dishes to Vucevic. There's 1:40 left here in the second. The pass to Bamba. That shot off, and the Thunder going the other way now. And here is Noel. Gallinari outside. Back to Muscala. To stop the drought, and the layup is up and in. Muscala's got his first 2 points.
Well, Gallinari a scorer at heart, but how about the unselfishness? Perfectly sets up his open teammate.
Ross kicks to Bamba. Poked away. It's stolen by Schroeder. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Back to Fultz. Down low. Here's Vucevic. That one falls. Vucevic has got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Back to Fultz. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
It's hauled in by Diallo.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
As a scorer in every sense of the word, you know Danilo is thinking, let me finish and get to the foul line.
Now here is Augustine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Gordon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Adams outside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Nikola Vucevic firing on. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They have a 13-point lead. And
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac into the small forward position. And good that time. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. For 3, Fournier. They get it back, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Orlando making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. For 3, Fournier doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Thunder trailing by 10. Dort passes to Gallinari. Over Gordon. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. At one point, they led by 16. Vucevic finds Carter Williams. Outside Fournier. But they recover it. The Magic again can't hit. Pushing it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one is stuffed right through.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Fournier dishes to Vucevic. Puts up a three. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. Magic leading by 6. Orlando moving the ball around. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Gordon. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Fournier for 3. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here now the Thunder. Here's Oklahoma City. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Fournier.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Carter Williams dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Fournier. No good from outside.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Pass to Dort. Isaac with the steal. Pass break. Here come the Magic. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Boy, there's no question Vucevic has got offensive skill. When he gets to his spots, he is so effective.
It's stolen by Vucevic, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. So for the Magic, Ross is checked in for Vucevic. Markelle Fultz comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Muscala pass to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. For 3, Gordon. Back to Fultz. Inside. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Here's Isaac. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Magic lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Here are the Magic now. At one point, they led by 16. So the Thunder 5 right now. Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander, they're up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Ferguson misses. Orlando leading by 4. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. The offensive rebound out left to the wing. 3-pointer Augustine. The Magic again can't hit. The Thunder shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Drops in the layup for 2.
It's no surprise Noel has a slender build, but boy, he can power through these shots. Really good at hitting those difficult ones.
The feed to Gordon. It's stolen by Muscala. And now a fast break for the Thunder to tie it up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. However, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Boy, there aren't many who can finish better at the rim on the move than Terrence Ross. How about the finish?
One-on-one fast break. Pass to Vucevic. He dishes it to Ross. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Noel. Schroeder finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Noel, great positioning on the putback.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Now the pass to Fultz. Now Gordon. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Second shot opportunity, and it's Noel with the rebound. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Gallinari. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's Gordon missing.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play. Oh, the tenaciousness of Nerlens Noel taking over big.
To the inside, Gordon takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Noel passes to Gallinari. It's stolen by Fultz. And And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. And Ross with the slam.
Boy, you talk about killer instinct from Terrence Ross. What a huge bucket.
Thunder have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Noel. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic. So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Dort's checked in, and Chris Paul subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And for the Thunder, they're shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Dort misses.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert to traffic.
Fultz the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
Paul for 3. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. At one point, they led by 16. Vucevic finds Ross. Back to Vucevic. Pass to Ross. Isaac against Noel. Clock at 4. Back to Isaac. For 3. But they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Ross for 3. And no good that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Noel missing. It's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Orlando with the ball. 3-point lead to the middle. Passes it to Ross. Kicks it to Fultz. From deep. Kept alive Orlando.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Dort. Welcome, everybody. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Charlotte, Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Rozier finds Washington. Inside, over Gordon. Bridges. It's good on the putback.
Boy, I tell you what, when Bridges is thinking attack, come on now. I mean, he is a vicious offensive rebounder.
Left side, Gordon. Fultz against Rozier.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Bridges dishes to Graham, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's Rozier. Washington with it. Back to Rozier. Feeds to Biyombo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Graham. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Biyombo. And Vucevic pulls it down. And, of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
It's blocked.
Even though he's not the tallest power forward, Washington does have good bounce and a long reach. Plays bigger than he is.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Rozier the pass to Biyombo. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Biyombo. And Dwayne Bacon subbed in for P.J. Washington. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Vucevic with it. And Zeller picks him up defensively. And he makes that one.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Now, here's Rozier. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Here's Rozier after Jonathan Isaac's bucket. Here's Bridges. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon is a high-motive player who gives great effort out there all the time.
Orlando shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Rozier. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Graham with the bucket.
Well, I tell you, Bridges doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
Gordon, the pass to Bamba. Back to Gordon. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Platoon passes to Graham. Misses the three. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. And there's the pass to Augustine for three. Ross. They get the rebound. Bamba. Over Bridges. And too long on the shot.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And they're able to recover. Second chance shot.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Out to the wing. Outside Gordon. Now Augustine. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. With 4 seconds on the clock, Bamba's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play.
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Orlando.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic start in the second. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, Batum certainly has the ability to score inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90% from the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Orlando leading. It's stolen. Right wing. It's stolen by Carter-Williams. Here's Gordon. Oh, what a finish!
Good. And you know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game. Always looking to bring the thunder.
Biyombo kicks to Graham. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Rozier, he's checked in for the Hornets. Then for the Magic. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for Gordon. And Fournier subbed in for Ennis. Here's Rozier. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When Rozier is attacking the defense like that, I think it really bodes well for his team. They want him to be aggressive and physical and draw those fouls.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
And the dunk by Biyombo.
And, you know, throw it Biyombo's way, and he'll take care of the rest. Just get it in the neighborhood. Excellent at slamming it home, thanks to that vertical ability of his.
Now here's Ross. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Vucevic. Up top, Ross. To the paint. Fournier dishes to Vucevic. 2 points. That one goes. Vucevic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Here's Biyombo. Another shot. Back to Washington. Charlotte moving the ball around. And that one is off. Nice D from Fournier. Here's Ross. There's the dish to Vucevic. Fournier gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Washington passes to Rozier, and it's good for two.
Razor sharp focus there from Rozier earned him that trip to the line.
Zeller, he's checked in for Charlotte. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. Fultz, he's checked in for the Magic. Augustine comes in for Carter Williams. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and...
Oh, man. Well, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
And Fournier kicks to Augustine. Back to Fournier. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Bamba is checked in for Isaac. And it's James Edison for Evan Fournier. Graham in the corner. 1:07 left in the first half. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and two shots coming up. That one on Vucevic.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Augustine passes to Gordon. The shot missing. And Charlotte will come the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
For Orlando, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. A rebound by Washington.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
And here is Rozier. He has 7. Washington, that's good. Washington's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Back to Gordon. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Graham. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Graham's got 5 now.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Basket. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that's a wrap. With the
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot.
And in a positionless league, Clark, those classic tweeners like Miles Bridges, who used to have trouble finding a role, are now pivotal to a team's success.
Yeah, you know, he's a real high-character kid when you look at Bridges, so you knew he was going to have a chance to max out his potential. A great athlete. He can play multiple positions. You can use him in a lot of different lineups. Still working on his three-point shot, but I'm sure he'll get better at that. And he's also trying to become a better passer, but he's the kind of guy that you want on your team because he gives you a lot of versatility and value.
Carter Williams, the pass to Vucevic.
How about this clear example of perseverance? I mean, he's in his 8th season before he makes an All-Star game in 2019. Nikola Vucevic just stayed with it, continued to get better.
Bacon, he's checked in for Bridges. He hits both from the stripe. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rozier finds Washington. Back to Rozier. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. To the left side wing. And he bangs it home with one hand.
One of the things Rozier does best, attack, going right at guys.
The Magic trail by 4. And stolen by Graham. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Graham. He kicks to Biyombo. Pass to Rozier. 5 to shoot. Graham with the ball. Beyond the arc. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 5 assists in the game. Here are the Magic now. Down low, here's Carter Williams. Isaac outside. Back to Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac. I mean, a solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Graham against Ross. Biyombo in the post. Passes it to Washington. Here's Bacon. He feeds it to Biyombo. Shoots over Vucevic. Biyombo, no luck. The Magic trail by 5. All going up court. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Isaac. Bamba's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
Washington with it. He's against Bamba. The pass to Bacon. Here's Biyombo. Lays it up and banks it in. Biyombo's got 6 points.
And Biyombo is highly effective down low. Knows where to post up in the paint.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Isaac with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Carter Williams has got the ball. Bamba passes to Vucevic. This is to Ross. Isaac outside. The feed to Bamba. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game. 1:12 left in the third. To the inside. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
Yeah, he's a threat to throw it down every time he's near the rim. At 6'9", Biyombo has not only the height but the strength and bounce to jam it down.
Carter Williams dishes to Vucevic. Here's Bamba. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. He's got 12.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Pass to Rozier. Now Washington. The kick out to Rozier. Back to Washington. Feeds it to Biyombo. Makes it off the glass. Biyombo's got 6 here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Carter Williams. He dishes it to Vucevic. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Ross passes to Vucevic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Graham with the ball. And Biyombo has it in the corner. With 2 seconds left. Bamba with the block. That one's not going to go. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Hornets on top. They're up by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Ennis in at the small forward. Inside, there's Bacon, and he jams it with authority.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
And stolen by Graham. An even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got his 5th assist in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Charlotte.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Oh, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Bridges, back to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Graham against Fultz. Graham with the bucket. Graham's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hornets.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
They get it back.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Graham. Kicks to Bridges. Back to Graham. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
Fultz, the pass to Ennis. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Fultz dishes to Ennis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Green. That's his first foul. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Hornets. And to change for the Magic. Augustine's checked in, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Fantastic execution in a tight spot. Gordon capitalizing in the big moment for his team.
Bridges passes to Washington. Now Batum passes it to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Pressure gets to some people, bothers them, but not Washington. Tremendous concentration in that big moment.
And the pass to Gordon. Hornets with the rebound. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bridges. It's tipped. It's stolen by Fultz. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. And a switcher also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in for Augustine. And stolen by Zeller. Bridges passes to Graham. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. And Isaac throws it down.
And the development of Isaac, exciting to watch. When he's playing with this kind of confidence, he comes up big in the clutch.
Fournier against Graham. And the dunk by Zeller.
Not backing away from the moment. Zeller wanted the rock in that important situation.
And it's Vucevic in the corner to the middle. Here's Gordon. He kicks it to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Here's the three. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. And here is Graham. And the dunk by Zeller.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bridges kicks to Rozier. To the paint. Washington finds Graham. 4 on the clock. Rozier for 3. No good there. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
from the plains of Oklahoma. So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Bridges. And it's Washington in at the power forward. And for Oklahoma City, Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Gallinari. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. Paul looking around. And stolen by Graham.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
And Dort gets it to go. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Lock at 6. Here's Washington, and Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
It's blocked. And a fast break now for the Hornets. It's stolen by Adams. Pass to Dort. Gallinari outside. Here's Adams, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Rozier against Paul. And the basket by Rozier.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
Yeah, he played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty of other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
Here's Biyombo. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Zero hesitation from Shai on that play.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, yet Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Zeller passes to Hernan Gomez. Bucket is good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Thunder leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Here's Adams, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
And so Adams nails both of them. Hornets trail by 5. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
High post, Hernan Gomez. 1:15 left here in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Ferguson for three. With the putback. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hornets have gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Down low. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
The young Spaniard, Hernan Gomez, a good finisher around the basket.
Over to the left wing. To the middle. Here's Adams. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ferguson has always showed off that raw athleticism that he's had. Now it's about playing with more defensive intensity and intelligence. He's a guy that could be just scratching the surface.
The Hornets have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. And Batum kicks to Graham. Passes it to Bacon. With 1 on the clock. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. After this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
We've got Diallo. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Ferguson in at the small forward. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Schroeder dishes to Muscala. Schroeder passes to Diallo. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Muscala up and in on the layup.
And I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Pass to Washington. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. With the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Rozier, the pass to Washington. It's blocked.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. And here comes the break. Rozier looking around. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
The Thunder have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And the technical free throw is good.
And Paul played in his 10th NBA All-Star game last year after having missed the event 3 years in a row.
And some of that could have been health, and then obviously some of it was fit with other teams. But this Thunder offense has really played to Chris Paul's strengths and working through a ton of options, sometimes playing deep into the shot clock. Again, highly efficient and one of the best mid-range players, and then working alongside Steven Adams. This has been a bit of a symphony here.
Here's Graham. That one doesn't drop. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got 7.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander with that height at his position allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Ferguson's checked in. And then for Charlotte, Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And it's Batum and for Devontae Green. And the wide open shot from Paul. Oh, good with the triple. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. The shot by Paul, no good. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul for the Thunder. Noel's checked in for Gallinari. Diallo comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Chris Paul. To the inside. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. That one goes in.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Noel finds Schroeder. Back to Noel. The pass to Diallo. Now here's Noel. He's covered by Zeller. Bridges with the steal. Batum passes to Zeller, and he converts the layup. Zeller's got the lead up to 5 now for Charlotte.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Inside, here's Noel. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. That's a foul on Charlotte.
And remember, an early part of the process in Philadelphia, it's taken Noel a little time to define his role in the league.
The length and athleticism is just something that you can't teach, and that keeps people intrigued about Nerlens Noel. His skill set continues to be a work in progress, but there's been some signs of a turn for Noel now.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Shoulder kicks to Diallo. Feeds to Noel. And just miss after miss right now.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Shooter passes to Ferguson. The tray. He can't get it to go. That'll do it for the first half. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. And for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets have also never... Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Monte Graham is out there with Rozier. Then there's P.J. Washington. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Puts it up from 17. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. To the wing right side. Bridges against Paul. Bridges kicks to Rozier. Back to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Paul. And the shot goes in. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Go figure is right. Pass to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Biyombo, the pass to Rozier. And the dunk by Biyombo.
It's good to see Rozier improving as a playmaker. Passes like this help make his guys better players.
The open shot by Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Muscala, he's checked in for Adams. And a switcher also for Charlotte. And Bacon's checked in for Terry Rozier. Here's the break. Here's Dort. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Bacon gets the bucket. And the Hornets lead by 11.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
The big dunk at the end of the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Muscala misses.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Gallinari with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges leading the charge. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Hornets leading by 15. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the third. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Graham finds Bridges. Passes to Biyombo. Plenty of space. And they will call over the back on the play.
Well, he thought he could slip by there and grab the board, but got too much body and gets called for going over the back.
Well, he plays super active on the glass, so calls like this are to be expected.
Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Batum comes in for Miles Bridges. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Back to Schroeder. From deep. Not going to go that time.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And so it's Charlotte out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Ferguson. Nerlens Noel is out there with Muscala. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Diallo in at the 2-guard spot. Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. The Hornets also changing it up. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And Martin subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Ferguson off with the layup. It's stolen by Schroeder. Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. And Rozier pulls it down. Hornets leading by 15. Over to the wing. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded by Diallo. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Diallo kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Ferguson. Now here's Noel. Ferguson, the pass to Diallo. Bounce pass, Schroeder. Adams' shot is off. The Hornets shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And then Washington with the dunk.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Adams, the pass to Ferguson, kicks it to Schroeder. Three-pointer. The Thunder with another miss. Now here is Martin. The dish to Zeller. The pass to Bridges. A three-pointer, no good. Thunder trailing by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And the three off target. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Thunder. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Back to Diallo. To the right side. Bridges with the steal. Here's Rozier. Outside Martin. Now Washington out left to the wing. Bridges kicks to Washington. Just 5 to shoot over Noel. Charlotte again missing.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Schroeder. Here's Adams. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 8 rebounds in this game. Bridges passes to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Zeller against Adams. Rozier for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Charlotte.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
Rozier with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And it's Noel missing. The Hornets on offense. Right now they're on a 9-0 run to the left side wing. Here's Washington. That 3 off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good sign of confident play when Ferguson finds a way to get to the free throw line.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Monk with the ball. He kicks to Martin. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Monk. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Shoots it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team